Hey everybody! Today we're going to tell you the story of two people named Elizabeth and Zechariah. So, let's get to it.
A long time ago there lived a couple named Zechariah and Elizabeth. They were very old and had been married a very, very long time. But they had no kids, even though they prayed a lot for many years about it.
Zechariah was a priest in the temple, and one day he was super excited because it was his turn for temple duties. He said,
"Woohoo! It's my temple day! I get to go to the holy place."
But he was taking so long in the holy place that people started to worry.
I hope he's not dead in there.
Did someone tie a rope to him?
But while he was in the temple, inside the holy place praying, someone else came in. It scared him. It wasn't just anyone. It was an angel.
Zechariah yelled,
"Whoa, you scare me."
but the angel just said,
My name is Gabriel. Do not be afraid. I have come to tell you that Elizabeth will have a baby.
But since Zechariah and Elizabeth were so old, Zechariah did not believe Gabriel.
"What? Elizabeth can't have a baby? We're too old for that."
Gabriel replied,
With God, anything is possible. She will have a baby, a son, and you are to name him John. But because you did not believe, you will not be able to speak until after the baby is born.
Zechariah then stumbled out of the holy place in complete shock. He couldn't believe what was happening and knew he needed to go tell Elizabeth. People were worried about him, but he couldn't talk to explain it, so he used hand gestures to try.
Once he was home, Elizabeth noticed that something was wrong with her husband, but he couldn't tell her or talk to her. She said,
"Zechariah, what is wrong with you? Won't you answer any of my questions?"
but Zechariah just sat there.
Zechariah couldn't tell Elizabeth what had happened, but he could write it, so that's just what he did. He wrote out the whole story for her to read. When she realized what was going on, she was so happy that she laughed and cried all at the same time.
When the time came for the baby to be born, Elizabeth did give birth to a son. Everyone believed that he would be named Zechariah, but when Elizabeth said,
"No, his name will be John,"
no one believed her, saying,
"But you have no one named John in your family. Let us ask Zechariah."
Zechariah took out a tablet and wrote, "His name is John." And in that very moment, Zechariah was finally able to speak again, and he praised and thanked God for his goodness. And
that's the story of Zechariah and Elizabeth, and their confidence that God always heard their prayers.